английском. Поехали. All right, guys. So I think we are already live. Today, me, Kirill, and Nikolai, we're going to discuss what's going on financial markets ahead of this week. We are gonna to share some ideas and kind of discuss with you what are your trade thoughts, what are your trade opportunities you would like to take this week. So please don't hesitate to text in the comments. Also, we're just gonna provide some technical part and fundamental part ahead of this week. So I think Nikolai is going to quickly um, discuss what events uh, will be when will be announced, what numbers and macroeconomic metrics will be announced this week. So please, Nikolai, share the schedule and maybe any ideas about what will happen this week on the financial markets.
Yes, hello guys. So nice to meet you. Nice to see you all here. So just before I start, so please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and leave your comments. Speaking about this week and speaking about the economic calendar, what I'd like to tell you. So today is the holiday in the United States. It's the Labor Day in the United States. So the markets won't be active. So be careful. Use technical analysis mostly. Tomorrow is quite interesting. So we will see the RBA interest rate decision. So this is the Reserve Bank of Australia, and the forecast is 4.1%, my friends. So it means that, well, the market thinks that RBA will leave the interest rate at the same level. What's really interesting here that, well, according to RBA futures rates, 14% of participants they think that RBA will start decreasing the rate, my friends. So, well, it means that volatility may be really high, so pay attention to this. On Wednesday, September 6th, we will see ISM non-manufacturing PMI, and this index is quite important because the service sector takes, it takes a lot of, quite big part of the US economy, so that's why, so pay attention to it too. And also, we will see the Bank of Canada interest rate decision. So Bank of Canada interest rate is quite high right now. So it's one of the highest one among developed economies. So right now it's 5%, and experts think that it will be at 5% again. So just pay attention to these two. Canadian dollar, United States Canadian dollar, and pay attention to the comments from the Bank of Canada. On Thursday, my friends, the leading indicator, initial jobless claims, as usual in the United States, so 235,000 is expected. And as you saw, my friends, the unemployment rates grew in the United States. It means that the situation in the labor market is deteriorating. So right now, so pay attention to initial jobless claims is quite important. Kirill, I guess that's all about the economic calendar. So let's go to technical analysis. I guess that we can discuss some charts and some assets.
Yeah, sure. I just want to add that some also on Friday, some labor market numbers will be published in Canada as well. So I think that the USD versus the Canadian dollar is a pretty good pair to trade because it shows a lot of volatility, and sometimes it's and as it did last week, it even goes against the overall forex market because last week the US dollar index dropped while the USD versus Canadian dollar showed some significant decrease. Meanwhile, talking about the US dollar index, guys, we are going to technical analysis right now. By the way, before we begin, please text in the chart and in the chat and what pairs, what forex pairs you want us to check, you want us to analyze. Yeah, and we are going to technical analysis. First of all, the US dollar index. The pair made a fake breakout last week of this ascending trend line, which tricked a lot of people, including us. I personally thought that the US dollar index might start declining. However, on Friday, the bulls were active and they bought the index back. So what we can see right now, the index is trading right under the massive resistance level, which is around 104.5.4. And if the price finally breaks above, a massive impulse might be ahead. However, until it does, I personally still bearish in the short and the middle term for the US dollar index, and I can personally tell you why. Because as if you look on Euro USD, which is I think trade idea number one for this week, the pair is still consolidating above a global support trend line. And last time it was around, it was at the end of August, we said that we are expecting the price to make a bounce, which is which the price actually have done. The price bounced to 1.0994, and after that we got another decline. This is really interesting because if you can see the first touch of this trend line, which was formed around March 2023, it was an absolutely similar situation after some consolidation and the pump. It was a massive drop, another touch of the trend line, and at the beginning, which was a beginning of a new bull market. I think this is what going to happen right now. We had a pullback, another correction, and right now on the lower time frames you can see that that buyers, they are already active around this trend line. So I think that the trade idea number one for this week will be buying Euro USD with two targets. The first target is 108 and 8, and the second one is 1.09 and 4. I think that the price can definitely reach these targets during this week. Do you agree, Nikolai?
Yeah, I totally agree. Well, what's really interesting here too, my friend. So if we look at 4-hour time frame, and if we add, for example, stochastic oscillator, so you'll see the stochastic lines intersected. It means this is the bullish signal. So that's why I totally agree that euro may rise.
Okay, great. We agree with each other. At the same time, guys, I know that you love to trade yellow metal, gold, or USD. Let's quickly check what's going on right now on this chart. As you can notice, the price is testing the resistance trend line, which is kind of inverted to what we see on Euro USD. However, I think in the past several months, Euro USD and gold, they kind of lost their correlation they have been showing during 2024 or 22. Sorry. So yeah, talking about technical analysis. Right now we can see that the price reached the resistance trend line. It showed a massive bearish decline, bearish impulse downwards toward 1935. And right now, at the very beginning of this week, the price made a pullback again towards the trend line. However, I think that right now bears are more in control of this market since the price is staying under the resistance trend line. So basically, short and middle term ideas are selling yellow metal, XAU USD, with the first target, short-term target, it's 1935. If the price manages to break below this support level, I would expect a decline to, let's say, 1923 and 1908. Yes, that would be my target. Your stop loss in this case, I think, should be above this recent high. So this trade gives you a pretty high risk to reward ratio. In case the situation reverses and the price breaks above and closes above this descending resistance trend line, my major target will be at 1980. However, to open buy trades, I think we definitely need to see a bearish or a bullish breakout. Only after this we can consider buying the yellow metal. So what about this? Do you agree with this? If you do, we can move forward. Nikolai.
Uh, well, yes. Well, speaking about goals, I guess that the crucial level is around 109,000, 1,950, and so 1950. Well, I guess this is the crucial level here. And maybe, yes, so maybe gold may fall because the trend is, well, I totally agree that the trend is locally it's bearish. So that's why, guys, so be careful with bullish positions. We'll see. And I guess, yeah, so if it breaks 1,935, then there will be a drawdown. So just pay attention to this, my friends.
I also want to add that gold was going up uh, mostly last week. So previous weeks, gold was going up mostly because of the fundamental factors, and most important of these factors is kind of um, what's going on in Africa. So yeah, in Africa there are some local military conflicts. So I think that if during this week there will be no escalation of these conflicts, the yellow metal may fall even despite the US dollar index potential decline. So yeah, I think that basically the situation, the market's priced in these conflicts, and if they a little calm a little bit down, the market may sell, the market may send the yellow metal down. So I think that we can skip GBP USD for mass for like not to talk about it for a long time, because the situation here is pretty similar to what we see on Euro USD. So basically the price also around the support level right here, and right now it looks like buy trades are more preferable than sell trades, because with the stop loss down to 125 and 4, we have uh, closest target around 127, which is 1 to 1 risk reward ratio, but it's still, I think, might be a good trade. So Nikolai wanted to talk a bit about oil market. What do you have about the oil market?
Well, as for the oil market, guys, well, the situation is really interesting here. So we see that the price is rising. So the oil market is rising. Why so? Why so? Because of OPEC countries. So OPEC countries, it's not profitable for them to have the low price. So they're trying to cut oil production. So well, as we see right now, what is the pressure for oil market? So this is China and the Chinese demand. So well, everybody expected that China started growing, but as we can see right now, the economy is not growing so fast as expected. So that's why. So this is the main risk factor, and the second risk factor is the agreement between the United States and Iran, the agreement between the United States and Venezuela. So we see that the United States is trying to like give additional oil to the market so that the price will fall. But right now, because of owing to Saudi Arabia, owing to Russia, so the price is rising, and I think that with higher probability, we still see that the price continue rising. But of course, there are some possibilities, probabilities that there will be like short corrections. So that's why, speaking about short positions, yes, it's possible to open short positions, but be careful. So don't increase your short positions. So and please, mostly try to look at the possibility of opening longs, my friends. So well, I guess that the resistance might be approximately at at 90. dollars per barrel. So this is quite possible. Globally, the trade channel is heading up. And if we speak about the support level, well, the support level, right now it's the local maximum from the 10th of August, and this local maximum. So let me tell you. So this is approximately at 82. 82.30. So maybe the price at first should break, well, $87 per barrel. So, and then it can fall to 82.30. But we'll see. Well, I guess that globally the trends will keep going bullish. Kirill, what do you think about the oil market? So, what's your opinion on the oil price?
Yeah, thank you, Nikolai. So yeah, first of all, I'm really bullish about the oil market. I've been bullish for several, I think, months so far, and I'm more bullish as I'm watching the weekly chart. You can see this huge green impulse towards the resistance level of 88 and 5. So basically, we broke above 87, which were our local resistance, and now the only resistance which kind of holds the price from flying to the moon is 88 and 5. I think if the price manages to break above it, we can gain long positions toward 97, which will be more like swing trade, because I don't think that the price can make it during one day. But I'm really bullish about the oil market right now, because yes, as Nikolai said, the main problem of the oil market was about China. But I think that the Chinese government will support the economic, and I'm currently looking at the Chinese stock market, which for me is time to buy the Chinese stock market. So I believe that the Chinese economy may show some massive bounce, which will boost the oil market demand, pushing the oil price above. And yes, as Nikolai said, that this week Saudi Arabia and Russia, they will cut again the oil production, which is absolutely bullish for the oil market. Moreover, last week or week before last week, the Saudi Arabia and Arabian Emirates, they joined the BRICS. So I think that around 90% of the overall oil market is now like the BRICS manages this market. So it's kind of monopoly, and when the monopoly occurs, the prices, they tend to skyrocket. That's why I think we're entering the era of high oil prices again. Uh, Yes, so I personally highly bullish on the oil market, and I think we can quickly return back to to the forex pairs before going to the stock market, which we will be probably the last asset we're going to analyze today. I want to talk about the USD CAD. As USD CAD, as I said, for me it's a really good pair to for intraday trading, because it shows a lot of volatility. So guys, last week we gave a signal buying USD CAD here. As you can see, the price reached our target. Our target was at 135.75. Moreover, the price broke above our target, and currently it was retesting this level, and we can see that the retest is kind of successful, as buyers managed to hold it above 135.75. And moreover, right now we can see this bullish flag or bullish wedge, as you like. And on the 15-minute time frame, the price is breaking above this wedge. So if this breakout confirms, and which looks like it's already confirmed, because the candles, 15-minute candles, closed above the this resistance trend line. So I think with the tiny stop losses, probably stop loss below, let's say 135 and 8, we can try to open long trades toward the target, which is 36 and 35, I would say. It's around 450 points of profit versus 50 to 75 points of loss. So this trade has a really great risk to reward ratio, which is around 1 to 4, 1 to 5. So I think you can consider buying USD CAD right now. Um, okay, so Nikolai, let's return to the stock market, and please tell me, what do you think about the S&P 500, maybe US 100? What's your ideas about these indexes?
Yeah, well, speaking about indices, the situation is really well. It's a little bit funny, by the way. So because well, everybody knows that the market is quite overbought, but still the prices are going up. So we see that the trend is bullish. Actually, guys, what I like to tell you is it's useless to trade against the trend. So that's what we have to know. So that's why. So while the market still rising, so it's better to keep holding in long positions. But don't forget, please, that. Actually, the US stock market is extremely overbought. So it is mostly owing to it is rising owing to some like companies like Nvidia, for example, Microsoft, Apple, so some IT companies, and so mostly because of artificial intelligence hype. So just that's why. Speaking about the US market, well, yes, while it is still rising, while the indices are still rising, it's better to hold long positions, but uh, with higher probability, sooner or later, it will start plummeting. So that's why be really careful. If we speak about the long time frames, a really strong resistance line is around 4,600. This is the S&P 500 index, and also we need to you need to remember that in August there was a gap down, and well, as you know, on the stock market, so gaps appear quite often. So the markets may try to close this gap. So that's why I'm mostly bullish right now, but I'm trying to be careful. Kirill, what are your ideas about that?
I personally think that the US stock market may rise. The first thing is that September is like the worst month for the US stock market historically, but I think last September this didn't work for the US stock market and the index increased, as I remember. So moreover, I think that that is what's going on right now. So personally, if I would open any trade right now on the US stock market, it would be definitely bullish trade. So right now I would buy by market and hold the position until 4,600, so 4600, yes, which is around 7,000 points of profit for the US 500. If the price shows any signs of rejection, I would also sell at 4600, but until I see any reversal pattern. Yeah, so if I see any reversal pattern, I would obviously sell. However, I think, because I made some analysis of Nvidia stock, of Tesla stock, I think those stocks may rise further. Personally, for me, Nvidia might reach 700 per stock, because yes, it's super overbought right now, but the artificial intelligence is still kind of this trend gaining momentum. More and more products are entering the market, and Nvidia stock, it just broke about a massive resistance according to Fibonacci retracement, which is around 470. So it broke above, it closed above, and I think it's a massive bullish sign for this uptrend to continue. And if the price continues moving up, I think that swing traders may buy Nvidia stock with a target at 700 and a tiny stop loss around 450. I think this trade will be amazing for those people who prefer to bring their positions overnight, because with FBS you can there is an option to swap free option. You just go to your personal area and you kind of activate this option. I think this is option is available for the most of traders right now. So yeah, go try to use this option. If you have any questions, you can always text our technical support. So yes, as we both think that there is still room for US 500 to grow, the only level you have to keep an eye on is 4600. This is the level where everything will be decided for the US stock market. So do you have anything to add? I think we went through all these, the most popular assets. More ideas will be on in our Telegram channel. So what do you think, Nikolai? Is that everything we wanted to say today at the beginning of the day?
Yeah, well, I guess that we covered almost all interesting assets for today. So that's why, my friends, well, again, as Kirill has just said, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to subscribe to our Telegram. So we are trying to give you signals which you may follow or may not. So just don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below. And of course, if you like this video, so please don't forget to give us thumbs up. This is really important for us, so that we'll continue doing such reviews. Thank you very much for coming.
Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.